Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, my dear students. Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to write a Python program to report the performance of students in terms of credit hours completed. The program asks the user to input the number of university elective credit hours completed, the number of university requirements credit hours completed, the number of college requirements credit hours completed, and the number of major requirements credit hours completed, and finally the number of major electives credit hours completed. Then it will calculate the remaining credit hours in every category of these 5 categories to graduate. The total number of credit hours to graduate is 125. That is 6 credit hours in the university elective, 6 credit hours in the university requirements, 38 credit hours in the college requirements, 66 credit hours in the major requirements, and 9 credit hours in the major electives. We need to define a function to calculate the remaining credit hours in the category. So actually we need to define 5 functions. Each function will calculate the remaining credit hours in the category because we have 5 categories: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. Now let us start coding the program. First, I'm going to define the global constant, which are the total numbers of credit hours. Actually, they are global constants okay. The first constant is university elective, which equal to 6. The second one is university requirement, is equal to 6. The third one is college requirements, which is 38. The major requirements is 66, and the major elective is 9. Okay, let me just finish this section like that. Okay, let us now define the function. So first function will be the university elective calculation. The name of the function is university, like that. Elective report. It will take one argument and the parameter called complete. Okay. Now I'm going to calculate the remaining credit hours in the university elective. So I have to save the remaining credit hours in a local variable called remain. This will equal to university elective minus the complete. Okay, now I'm going to print the report. Print like that. University elective. Okay, print the number of credit hours completed is actually the number of this variable, and print the number of credit hours remaining is actually the value of this variable, which is local variable. Okay, now let me just finish this section of the report. So I'm going to print this line. Okay, that's all for this function. So I'm going to leave one row as blank and start here. Now to write the statements that will ask the user to input the hours completed in the university elective category. So I'm going to use a variable here called university elective completed. This will equal to input. Okay. The prompt for the user is how many university elective credit hours completed, question mark. Okay. Now the user will write the total number of university elective credit hours completed, and the value will be stored in this variable. And actually the variable now is of string class. So I need to convert the class of the variable to integer. So I have to use integer of university elective complete. Okay, this will convert the UE completed value from string to integer, and the integer converted should be passed to this function. Okay, so I'm going to call this function like that. Okay, the UE completed value will be converted to integer, and the integer value will be passed to this function, and the function will calculate the remaining and print a report. Here I have a mistake here, university. Yes, university. Good. Save. Let us run the program. So run, select EX4. Now the program asks me to enter the university elective credit hours completed. I'm going to write 4, for example, and the report comes here, university elective. This is the title of the report. The total number of credit hours completed is 4, as I entered here, and the number of credit hours remaining is 2. This is a result of subtracting 4 from 6, so the result is 2. Okay, this is very good. Now we need to do the other functions, so I'm going to copy and paste this function. Change the name, university requirements report. It will take one argument, and the remaining will be here university elective. No, I need to use the university requirements minus the complete, and the report will be university requirements. Okay, very good. For the input, I have to ask the students also to enter the university requirements completed hours here, university requirements, credit hours completed, and the value entered will be saved in this variable, which is UR completed. Now I need to call this function and give the argument of integer UR completed. Okay, let us run the program. Now it asks me about the university elective credit hours completed. I'm going to write 4, and for the university requirement I'm going to write also 4. Look, this is the report. University elective completed is 4 and remaining 2. University requirements completed 4 and remaining 2. So far so good. Now you need only to do the same for the college requirements and major requirements and major electives. You need to define 3 more functions, okay, and 3 more variables, and write 3 more call statements.